Transforming myself into anime characters has always been one big dream of mine, and I've been able to see that come true. Next on the bucket list is making a live action anime, even if it's going to last for only 15 seconds. And today, I am going to make that dream come true.
Okay.
15 years since the last episode of Death Note was aired, and this scene still gives every true anime fan chills.
I am Kira.
You already know where I'm going with this. First off, what does like Yagami look like? A millionaire who was dressed up for a $1 billion presentation? More like a university kid who is dressing up for a 2 marks presentation. Pretty much another description for someone who likes wearing suits.
Really?
I don't have a suit and I can't buy one for the purpose of this video, so I'm gonna have to manage with this attire that I bought for a university interview.
Nice.
Now I just have to look wretched.
Perfect.
And oh, my diary has the death note. Now I just have to adjust my lights, my Hollywood standard green screen, my tripod, and record the scenes. Started by gathering references and creating a storyboard or a reference board. Well, it depends on what you want to call it. I took snapshots from the actual anime and just placed them inside a simple artboard using Photoshop. And I don't know what made me create these brushes to connect them, but yeah, I wanted it to look like a crime scene. And for the environment in 3D, I had some 3D warehouses online. I tried adjusting them to fit the Death Note vibe, but none of them were working, so I dumped them. So I created my own warehouse from scratch, and since I couldn't record the parts for the other people inside the shot and the agents and the rest, I'd pretty much just replace them with some barrels and containers so the scene would not look empty or so perfect. Now I just have to texture the whole scene. And so at this point, I'm kind of trying to figure out the type of lighting that was used inside of the anime. If you look inside of the anime, that's the reference, you're going to, the type of lighting is very some way, because light is coming out from here only and these 4 corners. But then there's a light shining on here, so I don't know whether there's some sort of a spotlight or something. I'm just still trying to figure out how to incorporate that sort of lighting into here. This kind of looks cool. It's just going to look dark in some people's screens, and that's not what I want. I already said the lighting inside of the anime was kind of unreasonable, about 5 different light sources, but I finally figured it out. So before I render all the scenes, I have to do some camera animation. Now I just have to take my recorded footage into After Effects, do some whack pre-keying, create camera movements, export the camera movement as C4D files, and bring them back into Cinema 4D. Then adjust them to fit the framing and all, and render.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so now my render is done. I need to add some God rays to make it look like the actual anime, and which means I'll now have to key out the white parts and the bright parts, add some fractal noise, use some radial blur, and haven't you heard of create God rays? You can create God rays with just the click of a button. All you just have to do is take this anointing. And with lightning speed, I jumped onto productioncrate.com and downloaded a Create plugin, came in and installed it into After Effects. Once I got into After Effects, all I just did was apply it onto a duplicate of my layer and then just did some adjustments, and voila! Now with my God rays done, I just have to go and download some dust and smoke assets, create some depth and fog maps, and then just use them on the scene to make it look more epic. Now I just have to do the same for the other shots of the fan again, and to make sure that the footage I shot wasn't from a smartphone shot, sunlight lit bed sheet green screen footage, I just keyed them out and then put them inside of the scene. Then I had to do some color matching, some color That's not gonna stop me. Now I still have to adjust the lighting, make sure that the fog works well. Then I just have to add some color grades, do some denoising because I was rendering at 12 passes, make sure that my subject matches the color with the whole background, then add some God rays that I already talked about 5 years after I present to you the final video.
That's right. I am Kira.
I'm not only Kira, but I am also God of the New World.